What is up, my butter biscuits? So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions on the new Jeffree Star Cremated collection. As you guys know, every single time he's coming out with a new launch, I do like to give a my thoughts and opinions video. Keep in mind, you guys, like I said, my thoughts. If you guys disagree with me, that is totally 100% okay. As with Jeffree, every single time there's just always some controversy, especially with this palette, there's a whole lot of controversy. And I want to give you guys my opinions on things, and from what I'm seeing, some things on the internet I disagree with, and then there are some things that I agree with, and y'all, this is my thing about it. I feel like now, the more that I like do these types of videos where I do commentary and give my opinions, I totally understand the bias in other drama channels with Jeffree. Like, for the longest time, people would say, oh my gosh, this drama channel, that commentary channel is biased towards Jeffree. But I truly think what it is that they're a little scared to give their true opinion because they don't ever want to go against Jeffree, because the Jeffree fandom, the Jeffree stans come so hard. Like, literally every single time, like, I could be praising Jeffree in a video, but then say, oh, but you know what? I don't really like this color. And somebody's in the comment section, you're a Jeffree hater. And it's just kind of like, oh my God, like, I literally praised him in that video, you know? It's just always hard. You can never win when you're talking about Jeffree. I guess what it is because you either love him or you hate him. There's really no in between. And you have those people who are, obviously, if you say something positive about him, they're gonna say, oh my gosh, you're kissing his ass, you're like, bending over backwards for him and things like that. And I'm just kind of like, y'all, take it with a grain of salt. It's just my thoughts and opinions. As always, I really love my buttery biscuits, my people who watch my video all the time, to have a good, level-headed, mature conversation in the comment section. Before we get into that, I want to let you guys know, please, if somebody disagrees with you or you disagree with somebody, do not go hard at them. Do not be so hateful. It's so easy to have a level-headed conversation, and I feel like in this day and age, it's getting really, really hard for people to have a difference of opinion because people don't know how to have a conversation. They just pop off and get crazy. So keep that in mind before we dive into this video, because I feel like this is his most controversy collection up to date. I could be wrong, but I think this is like peak controversy right here, like, especially what's going on in the world right now, and of course him naming this palette that a lot of people are saying this is very insensitive. We're gonna get into all of that though in the video. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you guys get notified when I upload a new video. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Yes, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So, as you guys obviously know, the collection is called the Cremated collection, and there's so much controversy going on with this name because we are in the middle of a global pandemic right now. And look, I'm going to read a couple tweets and then I'm going to tell you guys my opinions, okay? So, and there is thousands upon thousands of tweets about this. Jeffree Star releasing a palette called Cremated during a global pandemic is peak capitalist a-hole. Jeffree Star releasing a palette called Cremated during a pandemic is completely tone deaf. What the hell is wrong with you? Jeffree Star releasing a palette named Cremated with shadows such as Gravedigger and a grim photo shoot with a Hearst, another shadow name, during a global pandemic where 308,000 people have died is so freaking tone deaf. Now, here's the thing about it, and it sucks because, at the same time, I really do want to be, sensitive towards people's feelings, and I do want to respect people's feelings, but I completely disagree with this. Before I even watched Jeffree's video, I saw how many people were, like, going crazy about the title of it, and I was just like, you know what? In the gay community and the drag community, this has been a thing for a while. It's literally just like saying, oh my gosh, I'm dead, or I'm deceased, I'm cremated. It's literally been a thing. When I worked at Mac, actually, a couple girls, when they would walk by and they would see like a beat makeup, they'd be like, oh, I'm cremated. That was just the thing that you say. And you guys, most of us out there have had a loved one cremated, and I gotta be real, me too. I'm not sensitive about this whatsoever. The word cremated, to me, it's really not all that deep. But like I said, I really do want to be understanding of people's feelings about it, because I know a lot of people are hurt by this and are, getting really, really offended by the title. But y'all, I think you have to keep the same energy for saying I'm dead. And how many single times, you guys, every time somebody laughs at something, OMG, I'm dead. Everyone always says that. It's literally the same thing. I understand what's going on in the world right now, and it's obviously a very, very trying time for so many people, and there has been way more deaths than there needed to be. Y'all, the thing is that he did, It totally like, see, this is where it like sucks, you know, because I'm like doing this video and I'm like, oh, of course, right now it seems like I'm totally just siding with him. But he did the trademark for this in September of 2019, before any of this had happened. He also had a shade called Cremated in his Blue Blood collection, I believe it was, in his Blue Blood palette. I don't have that one, but I saw some people commenting about that as well too. And nobody went crazy about that then, obviously. Like I said, I totally understand during these times. However, you know, the collection was pushed back. And to be honest with you, some people are saying, you know what, he should have just pushed it until October. Let's say if he did push it until October, this pandemic is still likely going to be going on right now because, oh my gosh, I just don't even see an end for it anytime soon. And they're basically saying this is going to be the new norm. So my whole thing about it is no matter when he pushed it back to, I think that he still would have got this backlash about it. However, I think if we're going to go hard about the word cremated, then we need to go hard about saying I'm dead or I'm deceased. And that's been in like gay lingo and drag lingo for years and years and years. So I don't think that he was doing this in any type of malicious way, but that's just my opinion. So like I said, you know, if you guys have a disagreement with that, totally, you know, let it out there, but just keep in mind, it's just my opinion. And like I said, I've had a loved one cremated too, and I don't think anything bad about it. I don't know, but you know, the whole internet's going crazy about that. Now, here's the thing where everyone in the comment section is just gonna come for me and be like, you're a Jeffree hater, you're a Jeffree hater. Let's talk about the cremated palette, you guys. Y'all, I have so many things to say about this. I want to tell you guys right now, straight up, yes, I am a YouTuber. I am, you know, I do makeup on my channel. I do reviews on my channel. I will be purchasing this palette because I want to try to create some looks with it and do my reviews. I love doing eyeshadow reviews. You guys can check out my previous videos. I'm waiting on my Norvina Volume 4 to come to do a review on that. Y'all, I love doing eyeshadow reviews, and this is something that I want to review. This is something that I want to see in person, so I will be buying it, just throwing that out there before I talk about it, because I do not have nice things to say about this palette. Looking at this palette, you guys, and this is what, oh my god, I watched his video, and he said in his video that these shades are going to look good on every skin tone. I would love to see a deep, dark skin tone use the last 2 rows. Maybe the top 2 rows, yes. Okay, I could see that there's some deep shades in there. However, looking at the bottom 2 rows, I'm just like y'all, that is ashy, 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 ashy. And I know that I said this before about the conspiracy palette, that the top, what is it? Actually, I have it right here, that I said the top row looked really ashy on camera and stuff. However, in person, it did come out to be a little bit more deep than it looked in the pictures. However, with the swatches, and here are the swatches right here, look at the last 2 rows, you guys. It's never going to work for deep dark skin. Like, you know, I mean, unless you're doing obviously like a really, really, really dramatic look where you're doing like, you know, white, you know, to like make it pop. Y'all, those grays are just going to look ashy, you know? And he said in there that it's going to work for every skin tone. I'm sorry, but I really strongly disagree. But hey, you know what? Maybe when it comes out, we're going to see some deep dark complexions using it. Anyways, y'all, a lot of people were going ham on Facebook. I'm part of this like makeup group on there, and they posted a picture of this Corian and Steron marble tile counter thing. Y'all, look at the picture of this and look at the palette, and it kind of does look like it. Also, some other critiques too that I want to give about this palette, and y'all, like I said, just bring in the Jeffree hater comments. Just go ahead, start typing it right now. He literally said for months, and way back when I did a video where he kind of like sneak peeked it, he gave a little tease of it, you know, because he posted a picture of him at a cemetery. And I was like, oh, this is going to be something dark. It's going to be something gothic, obviously, right? Y'all, the thing is that he said ever since way back then that this has never been done. And he said that in his Snapchats. He said that in his video, this has never been done. You guys, what about this palette hasn't been done? It's literally like every other smoky palette. Like, of course, people start busting out with the comparisons and things like that. You have a MAC Smoky Eye palette. You have the, what is this? Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. There's just so many different palettes that look exactly like this. So I don't quite understand where he says this has never been done before, because it totally has been done before. It's smoky colors. There's nothing really like revolutionary about it. I will say though, the outside packaging, seeing the outside packaging, I was like, oh, that is so pretty, the white marble. And I was expecting to see a little bit more in the inside. And then as soon as I opened it, I'm like, Okay, don't get me wrong though. There is a couple really pretty shades in there. Like I do look at the ones with the high shimmer in it. I'm like, oh, those look bomb. However, I just can't get over the last two rows. Like that whole, in my personal opinion, I think he should have just made it a 10 pan eyeshadow palette rather than a 24, because I just don't see all these other colors. They're so like, even for my skin tone, I just feel like that's gonna be so ashy. Like I don't know. I'm not really liking it, but like I said, I'm going to review it because like I said, I like reviewing eyeshadow palettes and I want to see it in person, because after the conspiracy palette, I have kind of realized that maybe I shouldn't judge something based upon pictures online. But like I said, the swatches were there of this, and I'm seeing the swatches, and the swatches still look just as ashy. This is another thing that I said before too in a previous video. And I'm just kind of like waiting to see something new from Jeffree. And y'all, I said this in my last video about the Bloodlust collection. Again, it's merch, gloss, palette. I've said that so many times now. Merch, gloss, palette. Like, when are we ever going to get a new product? It seems like his drops are just always the same. And I would like to see something new because I feel like his creativity is so there. One thing that I am just dying over, and I'm going to try so hard, I feel like everyone's going to go for this bag. I want that makeup bag for sure. I absolutely love the print on it. It's like so my aesthetic, that black and white. It is beautiful. I'm going to try my hardest to get that. That's what I'm really, really excited for. Y'all, here we go. Okay, look, I know it just seems like, oh my gosh, this video is like, I'm just complaining a lot. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Y'all, out of everybody who does lip gloss swatches, why is it, and you guys can go back to the gloss collection and literally look at all the pictures there. Why is it that with his glosses, and let me like zoom in on this, his gloss pictures just look so patchy, so separated, and just like different tone. Like you could literally see like, okay, his gloss is obviously like has a hue of black to it. It's like black and then separated, and then like you see pinkness and then you see pinkness, but black in the middle. It's like, I don't know. It just looks really, really messy, and I never really understood this. And all like, look at this one, you guys. We're gonna zoom in right there, and it just looks like pigment and then nothing, nothing, nothing. I don't know. And I said this before about his the gloss collection. I was like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like maybe they should put a little bit of a like lipstick down and then put the gloss on top, because it just looks really messy. And when I look at a picture like this is not a gloss that I'm going to want to buy, because it looks like the gloss is going to be patchy and separated and just kind of like, you know, get a little funky on the lips. But that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, you guys, overall, there's so much controversy about this palette. Also, somebody did bring up, I forgot to mention this as well too, because if he was saying this has never been done before, referring to the Marble collection, apparently, and I never even knew this, somebody brought up that Morphe times Manny MUA, the Glam palette, has the same type of marble packaging on it. So it's kind of been done before. Like, let's keep it real. But he sometimes, like, y'all, let's be really real, sometimes he does blow things up to make it seem like, oh my gosh, this is so revolutionary, and this is not really that. But like I said, you know what, maybe my opinions will change as soon as I actually have the palette in front of me. I will say there are definitely some gorgeous shades in there, so I'm really curious to see how they are in person. But we'll see that when I get that palette. Let me know what you guys think about the whole collection. What do you guys think about the controversy surrounding the, you know, title Cremated? Do you guys, you know, feel like that's hurtful? Do you feel like that's insensitive during this time? What do you think about it? And like I said, also please do keep in mind that he did do the trademark September 2019, way before any of this happened. It's not like he just decided to make this this palette and a whole entire collection during the pandemic. You know what I mean? It was thought out beforehand. But you know, to each their own, and you're fully entitled to have your own opinions. Let me know, because y'all know I'm always open to hear any type of criticism, any type of disagreement, anything like that. Just keep it respectful. That's all I ask. Anyways, y'all, I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.